So far we have covered topics about physical computing, virtual computing and cloud computing. Physical computing normally is a desktop laptop which involves direct interactions that uses different kind of software and hardware to do the activities at home level and business level. Um, So there are main challenges in using the physical infrastructure, which needs more maintenance requirement, and managing infrastructure is a bit difficult. For example, paying rent and cooling infrastructure and paying EB bills are high, and also with respect to investment and servers also it's high in the physical computing. Virtual computing is powerful physical computers, um, which is the process of creating virtual computers in software level is called virtualization. It represents of physical IT resources such as server, storage, and network. Physical servers are mainly managed and maintained in server rooms and data centers. Hypervisor is used to create virtual computers within physical single powerful computers, which is called host machine. Normally the physical computer operating systems we use Windows, Apple, which is Windows 10, Windows 11 and Mac 26. For the virtual operating systems are Windows servers 2022 2025, and other than Windows we have had operating systems version 9 and 10, and canonical Ubuntu operating system are used in virtual computing. Normally, for example, virtual computing is used for the scenarios like so we are developing a website in a physical computing and we want to test it in a there are different websites developed in a physical computing which includes many servers basically. So in a virtual computing we can create the virtual machines which has individual operating systems, and we can configure the website on each virtual machines, and we can test different website on each server. So the main advantages between the physical computing and the virtual computing is basically instead of buying many servers, we can have only few less servers. For example, instead of buying 10 servers physical to manage and maintain physical computing, we can buy only 2 to 3 servers with high configurations. So using hypervisor we can create virtual computers, and we can do the development testing at the same. So there is for example there is another example you can say like to test new developed software applications before we release into the live environment, we can create virtual machines, and we can configure the developed applications into the virtual machines and test it before we implement into live environment. So the advantages of virtual computing is it requires less infrastructure and less maintenance and less investment basically. So So when we talk about the hypervisor, there are two types of hypervisor. The type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. Type 2 hypervisor are bare metal or native hypervisors is operating systems that run directly on hardware to create virtual machines, which is used for which is better for superior performance and security, which is ideal for enterprise servers and data centers. Mainly we use it in production environment, for example VMware ESXi. And type 2 hypervisor is hosted is called hosted hypervisor. Is a hypervisor application to create virtual machines, mainly used in development testing environment. Example, Oracle VM VirtualBox used. Hypervisors are used. Softwares are used to perform this to create the virtual machines. Cloud computing. The cloud computation is like it's a demand delivery of IT resources such as servers, storage, database, and software. It is use of remote computing resources over internet for individual and companies. Instead of buying and maintaining physical data centers, users access technology services over internet based and based on the needs from providers like AWS, Microsoft Azure, or Google. The main advantage of cloud computers is no need to purchase physical infrastructure. It's like pay as you go. So based on the requirement, we can purchase the service from the companies like AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google. So we can pay for only for the needs, and no physical maintenance. It's basically a shared responsibility of users and the companies that provide the service, and cost effective. Basically, you don't need to purchase, because we no need to purchase the physical servers. And scalability. So scalability is the main important things. So whenever for example for 3 months we need 5 servers capacity for business. So after for the 3 months, so we don't need, basically we complete our projects needs, and after 3 months we don't need to use those things. So in that case we can basically cancel or delete the servers which we no need to pay for it. Also the main thing is high availability. The high availability is the main category here. In case if any servers failed, there is a backup servers available in different country level. For example, we are accessing the data from the data from the servers which is resides in the different countries. For example, if you can access the data from UK to US. If there is a issue in the US data centers, there will be options backup servers available in the different other countries as well to access the same data. So there will not be any issues with accessing data availability or any redundancy with there will be some backup plans in order to access the services, and which is a global apps, so which has the global apps as well, so which can be used access from different countries basically. Thank you.